All right, so the theories that we've learned about, the victimization theories. The first one is victim precipitation. It is where they either play a role indirectly or directly in provoking or precipitating the crime. I find this one very controversial, only because as a victim, um, it's interesting to me that this is. I understand this that the victim can agitate you or things of that nature, but to hear that it's an indirect, like, it's to me it basically feels like you deserve this because of your presence, which I totally disagree with. Only in the fact of the matter that if you are in control of your own feelings and own emotions and own actions, then what other people around you do should not affect you. And it's quite interesting that this is even a theory. Just, I mean, to me, I know it's a theory for reasons, but just because as a parent you teach your children, like, whatever happens, you focus on you, and whatever somebody else is doing, you let them do. If they're going to mess up, you know, you've spoken your mind, you've gone the right channels, but they still continue to go down the path they're going, then of course you don't want to do that. Lifestyle exposure theory and routine activity theory, I feel like kind of go hand in hand because, you know, with day to day, you have your specific lifestyle. You go to the gym, that type of thing. You go to the bank at the same time of the day, that type of thing. So your routine and your lifestyle actually can coexist and overlap, and so I feel like that is a big one. I do feel this is more prevalent in like soccer cases and things like that because they've kept you down. One of the other things, yeah, mostly soccer, or somebody who sees you as just as a potential victim. They're going to take that chance. They're willing to take that chance. They know your routine. They know that you're not going to talk to anyone. They know that you're single. They know that you go home and you just have a cat, type of a thing. So basically, you're just purely existing for them to take that advantage of you. Structural choice model. It's more based on opportunity with the offender. There could be things like kidnapping, because reward was one of them. So if you know that if you can kidnap this person, you're going to get $50,000 for them. So you're going to take that risk to do that. I also feel like bank robbing would be part of this, like, because you see that teller, that specific teller, you see her all the time. She's friendly, that type of a thing. So she becomes a victim of the crime, but the bank also becomes a victim of said crime. So proximity of the crime. This is basically just wrong place, wrong time type of a situation. So they see you, they want to act out. I feel like shootings are a good one for this, and I hate to say that, but like the most recent one in Michigan with the LDS church, that one really got to me. I really hate shootings with children. I hate shootings in general, but shootings with children are the absolute worst for me. And just to know that these children are just there, they're worshiping God on their day, and this is what happened to them. So they ended up getting hurt, potentially scarred for life because of this. Exposures to crime. This is more of, to me, like a gang type theory, if you will. So you've grown up around crime, so you've been exposed to crime, so like that's just your day to day. That's your life. Target attractiveness. This one, as soon as I read this one, I instantly thought of Ted Bundy because his big MO was to find brunette women that looked very similar to his mom. So that just kind of got to me because it's like that's the kind of thing that is kind of scary just with serial killers, or like John Wayne Gacy with specific age of gentlemen, things like that. Jeffrey Dahmer, that type of stuff. So I feel like that's more of a serial killer. I guess for for potential victims is for a serial killer. And capable guardianship, um, it can prevent or deter any crime. That would be like mall security guards. I'm so sorry, my brain's not working right now. Mall security guards, bystanders. It's less likely that a crime will be committed if there's somebody that is a witness, if you will. So that's why that's why the theory of a security guard is there, because it does, in theory, help prevent crimes. The one thing I also do want to mention is security cameras. So in my mind, security cameras are there, but they're only there for the people who know that they're doing wrong. So if you're doing something correct and not trying to break any crimes or anything like that, the security camera means nothing to you. It means something to somebody who's going to commit a crime. The article I chose was just a recent one here in Salt Lake. It was posted on October 3rd. It's from KSL.com. The title of it says, "Man charged in brutal attack of woman walking home alone." So this particular gentleman actually is a suspect in 2 crimes. With the first crime, they do have that the female victim was just walking alone down the street, and he attempted to speak English to her. She did not speak English. She just started to walk faster. So then, crime of opportunity for him. So he ended up attacking her. He ended up sexually assaulting her. He ended up taking her phone. He ended up robbing her, and everything like that. They did not know each other. It was just basically a crime of opportunity for him, and she was in the wrong place, wrong time. So for that, I would say that was just lifestyle exposure theory. So for that, yeah, because she was just doing her day to day, and she was literally in the wrong place, wrong time, and I feel bad that was the situation. But he also did the same thing to another woman. He was a suspect in that. They obtained his DNA to show that he was also the perpetrator in that action. So it just goes to show that he is using just people doing their day-to-day, especially female victims that he knows are vulnerable, they're by themselves, that type of thing. So he's profiling his victims, and I hope this just goes to show that it's very important that, and again, in this society, you think things would change, but women should always wear pepper spray or carry pepper spray. Always carry some sort of means for protection, taser, that type of thing, because you never know. And just remember situational awareness. That is a big one. If there's something out of the ordinary, please do not, go down that path. Change your routine. Stop and talk to somebody you would never talk to before, just to make sure that, if you feel like you're being followed, then make sure that you change that, get to a safe place, and call the police.